Well, without even knowing or intention, I really came to the Hash Marijuana and Hemp Museum, which I saw an advertisement for in the suburbs. So it's kind of funny that I, just by whatever real coincidence, came through here, this street here to the city center. Now I'm looking here, there's like some really old bicycles they must have fished out from the canals here. Because I don't know what happens, people get drunk and they just throw the bicycles in the water, which are not chained on something, so they would be just at the bottom of the canal. Anyways, as I said that Amsterdam receives so many millions of tourists every year, now the city, the government of the city is trying basically to cut down on the numbers of tourists. So there's no new permits for hotels to be being built here in the city. No, I think they're trying to close some restaurants like at nighttime or like earlier, so they don't like stay open until 2 in the morning because of the noise and people get drunk. And this is like a lot of tourists here come for these things to party, get drunk, smoke weed, come into the red light district, which I'm basically entering now. As you see, red light souvenirs, the district. This is part of it as I'm walking to the central train station. But yeah, so it's too many people in a small area of the old city here. I think I'm walking now for 25 kilometers, and it's been only like for the last 2 or 3 kilometers that there's actually many people around here or tourists, and for the rest it's just like suburbs and residential areas. So all these tourists are like the concentration of all of these tourists is just basically here in this old city, and it's for people who live here who have to work, it gets really annoying because just too many of them. Some of them can't behave, they throw in your bicycle in the water, they're too loud, drunk in the public transport, whatever. So the city is trying to do something against it. There's many places now in the world like Bali, whatever, in Spain, many places where the local residents trying to do something against the over tourism basically. I found another one of these urinals here in the red light district. I don't know what happens, you pee there and it just goes into the canal, so I have no clue. So maybe here it is not such a good idea, but anyways, still better than peeing at your door if you live here, right? Because there's so many people at night here, the concentration of tourists. So when it's dark, people tend to do these things. It's very interesting that here is one of the main churches in Amsterdam. I think it's called the Oude Kerk, the old church, and just all around here are streets full of basically prostitutes in their red windows. It's kind of crazy to imagine in many countries that the religious leaders would allow it. That's a little bit pretty insane, but like I said before, in Amsterdam this is quite normal. Everything, whatever, goes together. Everybody is accepted, everybody is whatever welcome, like they say on their buses and on their, so no wonder if you can find it somewhere, it's gonna be here in Amsterdam. I'm so cold and so hungry, so I had to stop in here and get something to eat. It's a Chinese Surinamese restaurant. So I'm gonna get some Surinamese noodles with pork. Let's see how it's gonna taste. But the most important thing, I'm here for like half an hour and get a little bit warm. The wind is really freezing here in Amsterdam. It's no fun walking for how long? 6 hours so far. The food was delicious, but just kind of regular Asian bami noodles with pork. Still good, and I'm a little bit warmer now. It's only, I think, been 20 minutes that I was here, but enough just to warm up a little bit. And I have not eaten anything since the morning and didn't have anything to drink because it's cold anyways. I wasn't really thirsty, but yeah, nice place here. I liked it. It's, I think, kind of a Chinatown here in Amsterdam. So basically a lot of Chinese restaurants around here. Anyways, time to get out on the road again. This behind me is the central train station, or Amsterdam Centraal. I've never taken a train here in... No, I'm not right. I did actually come to Amsterdam Centraal with Jasmine and her friend one time. They went shopping. I kind of explored a little bit of the city by myself because I don't like shopping. But yeah, so this is kind of the tour of the old part of Amsterdam. This is just down there, the Dam, kind of the main street here to the central station, which is always busy. And from here on, it's kind of more like the port area, and yeah, a lot of water towards the sea. But we're gonna check this out too. So let's go to the train station first to see how the train station looks like inside. Let's check out the inside of the train station. Looks nice, but I actually expected it a little bit bigger. Kind of, I don't know what I had in my head, like the train station in Chicago. But it's still, it's cute. But when I was in Semarang last year, I think it would be about the same size like this year. So that's probably why I expected it to be much bigger. Now we are on the other side of the central station. This is pretty modern compared to the front building. And here is already part of the port and the E River here in Amsterdam. It's quite wide and many ferries connecting these business districts with the central part here with the train station. And these ferries are part of the public transport system. This one even needs Squid Game for Netflix advertising on them here. But it's a pretty busy waterway here in Amsterdam, same like the Bosporus in Istanbul. Just ships coming in, going out, ferries, private boats. And I think it's not even busy because it's winter time, but in the summer you would have all kinds of boats. That's pretty crazy. And there's even a cruise ship here behind. Even for a day like this, lots going on. I'm standing in front of this building here, and I don't know if this guy lived here a long time ago. It's Olivier van Noort, the first Dutch guy who circumnavigated the world. He left here in 1598 with 4 ships and 248 men, and came back in August 1601 with only 1 ship and 45 men, but he made it. It's getting dark in Amsterdam. Everybody going home, doing some grocery shopping before they go. And me still walking, but I still have 12 kilometers to finish to where I want to go, so I'm not gonna do it tonight. It's just too late. It's gonna be pretty dark, quick, and we're not gonna do this tomorrow. So the one thing I just have to do is go to the next train station and go back to my car and to our friend here in Amsterdam, where I am staying for the night. So we're gonna continue tomorrow, and now heading to the train station, Amsterdam Sloterdijk. One more coffee at Starbucks here at the train station, and time to go home. Warm up a little bit again. It's so freaking cold outside with this wind. It's much warmer than it is in Germany, but the wind here on the North Sea is just crazy. Being hours and hours outside is just too much. Anyways, see you on the train. Finally on the platform. The train is supposed to come in 3 minutes. It's 17:41. So let's see if the Dutch railways are better than the German. Because in Germany they're always late. So we'll see if the train is here in 3 minutes. Even though Google says it's 1 minute delayed, it's 5:41. The train is right on time. Well, if we were in Germany, I would be waiting another 5 minutes. But now, we can go inside. Finally on the train. So tired. Just gotta grab my car, go eat something again and sleep. So tired. Anyways guys, see you in the morning. Good morning guys. It's morning again. Back to Amsterdam Sloterdijk. And do the rest of the 12 kilometers along the port here in Amsterdam, going to this area here. It's 8:30 in the morning. It's just kind of getting visible. It's not night anymore. So let's get out to the rest of the city. I'm here at the bicycle parking at the train station. You can see how huge it is. And I remember one time I was driving by a huge lot with my car. I can't remember where it is here in Amsterdam. They have like thousands and thousands, 10,000s of bicycles. So what happens, these guys, they're collecting bicycles who were standing here for a long time. They get barcodes and you could pick it up if you are the owner, I guess. But I doubt that people really pick it up. It just sits there and rots probably for a certain time, as long as they have to keep it, and then it's just garbage. But it's crazy. There's like 2 trucks being loaded here with bicycles from the city of Amsterdam, and the parking is insane. That's just one of them. There's more around the train station here, as I noticed yesterday. We are in the port of Amsterdam, surrounded by tanks, oil tanks, all kind of industrial complexes, whatever they are burning their coal, I don't know. And Amsterdam and its port are a big employer here in the region. They employ 60,000 people here in the port, and they ship and receive about 80 million tons of goods annually. And even this kind of sounds amazing, especially here when you see all these oil tanks, and there's a lot of oil coming in here into Amsterdam. But that's nothing compared to the next city here in the Netherlands, Rotterdam, the Europort, which receives about 450 million of tons of goods annually, and most of it is crude oil, because it's the biggest port in Europe, and a lot of the crude oil which comes to Europe comes through this port. But still, Amsterdam and just this whole area, it's full of trucks, full of people going through, getting goods, bringing goods. It's insane. It's insane to see. Oh my god, just as I'm walking along here in the port, from far away, I thought there's a loose bull here, just kind of on the first sight. But this is pretty cool here. Somebody made a bull out of old metal. All kinds of materials here. Chain, rebar. Pretty cool. The horns. Amazing. So what's a cool Dutch name? How are we gonna call him? I'm not even quite sure, but let's say it's Albert. Albert. Why not? It's not even on Google Maps, but it's pretty amazing. Well, Albert, I still have to go. Finish my walk. You're here sitting out in the cold, but there's gonna be nicer days, I'm pretty sure. Next summer, then you're gonna be pretty hot here. Okay, guy, have fun. These are some nice oil tanks. At least they're not boring to watch, or this one in particular, with all the fish on it. But tanks as far as you can see around here. And warehouses. Huge, huge warehouses everywhere. But here, I'm the only one. No cyclists anymore, no pedestrians, nothing. It's quite far out of the city. Maybe if it was a nice day, there would be more people cycling here. But today, it's so cold. I think nobody really, unless they don't have to go to work, nobody's cycling out here anymore. So anyways, what's going on with this all like green, green, green? Everybody's going green, all of Europe. The European Union setting new goals for 2030. And then you look here in Amsterdam, oil tanks, and here we're just coming, I think, to the coal terminal where there's like thousands of tons of coal being I don't know, used here for burning or shipped to Europe and then shipped somewhere else, like on another smaller boats, and then into Germany, because the Rhine River goes kind of here south from Amsterdam, which is connected by a canal. So I don't know, like, what's going on with all this stuff, why there is so much coal and oil, which makes probably the majority of the port here, if everybody just wants to go green. So curious how they're gonna solve this problem when the majority of whatever the economy, the ports depend on and rely on this stuff to be shipped in. I made it to the northwesternmost point of Amsterdam, 44 kilometers of walking, and here is the river E, where the port goes into the North Sea. But as you can see, this here is much higher than this land down behind the dam. It's quite amazing how the Dutch can keep the water away from where it's not supposed to be. Anyways guys, just gonna continue a little bit further down. There's the bus station and gonna call it a day. It's so freezing cold. It's the wind is just crazy. As you can see, the wind turbines, they're spinning around pretty quick. It's cold, so cold. Not fun walking in the winter around the North Sea. Anyways, a couple more minutes and that's it, guys. Well, this was the goal, to come here to this ferry terminal and the bus station right next to it. So crazy how well connected Amsterdam is. Like, there's ferries everywhere. You can just take your car, truck, bicycle, just walk on by foot and cross the river here everywhere, across the different neighborhoods of Amsterdam. And meanwhile, this crazy guy is walking through the whole city, right? Insane. Anyways, I kind of hoped I would see a big cargo ship or some ship going from Amsterdam out to the open sea, which is kind of just next to here, but nothing so far. Anyways guys, that's it from my video from Amsterdam. I don't know if you're disappointed, if you expected me to get drunk, get on drugs, whatever, do some crazy stuff in Amsterdam, but I'm not into it really. Maybe another time somewhere else, but here it's just I know, too expensive to get some stuff and not really that kind of things. Like, I don't know anybody. It's not just, I just don't want to hang out with, I know, some crazy people. So there's probably better places in the world where you can meet some locals and hang out with them and try some cool stuff. Anyways guys, that's it from my Amsterdam video, and see you from a different place. Bye.